We all waiting to see what the call is on this game, man. Let's wait for a little bit. Oh, here it come. Here come the call.
It gotta stay. It gotta stay.
They might stay just to keep him in the game.
No, they gotta be a block. I mean, you called a foul. You're not gonna call offensive.
Ah,
Right. He didn't.
yeah. There it is.
Goodbye. It's not fouling.
Goodbye, goodbye, Luca. Goodbye. Gambling night
Right.
is starting. Let's go. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Gambling Nights. I hope you got your cups, popcorn, everything ready. We are all still watching the game as we speak. Score right now is 93-90. Luka just fouled out. It's going to be the Kyrie show. We're going to see what's happening. We'll give you live play-by-play and live reaction, obviously, as we go here. I guess we got to hope. Not hope, but well, I don't know, hope, because you got them. You got your Luca bet hit, right?
For sure. Well, yeah.
For
Thank you
sure.
for fouling
Yeah.
out.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Get his ass up out of here. I'll take that
Yeah,
cash.
but it might mess up the whole algorithm and all my in my title, because I got the Cavs.
The Cavs.
I mean Cavs. I'm sorry. I got
the Mavs.
Boston winning, and the Mavs with the wow. Oh, look at Drew Holiday.
Beast.
What a vet. Wow.
Here it is. Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
Big, smart play.
For sure, offensive foul.
Yeah, you're moving.
Yeah, bro. Like you leaned in.
You lean back. Look at that.
Yeah, right. So I won't even put up the our little banner here, but man, we got a lot of people on here. 50 people on Facebook.
What's up? What's up?
80 people on Twitter. Thank you. Welcome to Gambling Nights. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit that share button. That's a big 3. Sorry if I'm ahead of people with the stream.
Like myself.
You know what I mean? Dropping it live right now. It's 98-92. 98-92. Kyrie's going to try hold this team together as best they can. Tim Hardaway Jr. ain't even been playing at all.
He's got a little bit of time, but not much. I know he was PMP'd a few times this series. So the I don't know what happened to Tim Hardaway Jr. to tell you the truth.
And not even that. This is the first time Luka ever has fouled out of a game. I think they said. As much as he flops too, that's the crazy thing. He flops around.
Look at my face.
My boy, he be looking for calls left and right, bro. All day he be looking for calls.
But this Boston team, man, they a solid team. They live and die by the 3.
Yeah,
I don't like that about them, because the only way this game is close is because they continue to shoot 3-point shots when they were up 20 in the fourth, and then they allowed Dallas to get back in the game. So now they're fighting to the end. I also got the under in Dallas Mavericks team total, so I'm hoping that hit. That's 107.5. So hopefully that gets underneath. Looks like it's on pace.
Are you with Jaylen Brown still being the MVP? Because
look at that. That bet was plus 650.
Plus 650.
Plus 650 last week when we had the show, and now it's dropped to 150 plus 150 right now. I seen some good opportunity right there. Drew Holiday too. It was like at plus 6.
Well, he just had that one game.
Yeah, but don't forget he's locking down Kyrie Irving all series, so that's also that's like the Iguodala factor.
I mean, what's his face had damn, you can't miss them layups. Oh, okay, got it. But Jalen's been on Luka. Not,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like that's tough. And then to lead your team,
they've
and
been switching off on Jalen. I
they
mean,
have
on
been.
Luka,
Well,
on
well,
Luka.
that's what Dallas does,
Yeah,
though.
they've been switching off.
Luca
4-point
been
game now.
Luca been killing Tatum. Jesus, like put Tatum on skates.
What
Then
time you got on your clock?
1:30. So
Me
right
too.
now we got about
Seconds.
1:30. Kyrie has the ball with Drew at the
Like, why
top of
are
the
you
key.
shooting that shot, Tatum?
It's
That
this
three
tough.
ball is such a bad shot.
Yeah,
But that's the
2-point
team.
game right now.
Also,
Boston up
2-point
2.
game. Oh,
Yeah,
don't do
120
that.
left. It's going down to the wire. We just gonna do the play by play, y'all. You know what I mean? We got more of the show, great show coming up for you guys. All kinds of stuff with Caitlin Clarke, US Snub, Hurley, talking about that. But right now, I just we can't leave with a minute left. Big shot.
Was it a 3?
No, it wasn't a shit 3, but to push that lead.
I actually don't mind Dallas winning this game. I hope they do, to tell you the truth. But I don't think so. I don't want to sweep in the series. Everybody thought it was going to be a great series, but
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was either gonna be a great series by 7 or it was gonna be a sweep.
well, we on a sweep. You on the way to the sweep.
Yeah, I didn't bet it though. I
Ooh,
didn't bet
that's
the
that
sweep.
ball. All right, slow it down. Going to foul. You got a foul now. Oh,
Oh, what's
oh,
going on here? Wow.
whose
And
ball?
then really? Oh wow, good play. Good call, ref. Great call, ref. All right, 30, almost 30 seconds left. Dallas down by 4. Still a game. Damn, get Kyrie some help, though.
Somebody got to hit a big shot for Dallas. Somebody. Probably going to be somebody, one of the role players in the corner 3 pocket type shot.
They didn't give Buddy no help, man. They didn't give Bull
Oh,
no
that's
help.
a foul. Yeah, good call, ref. That was a terrible foul by PJ Washington.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there. I don't like the 3 by Kyrie either.
I don't either. I mean, he
Yeah,
can make those, but
he can make those, but you have some time. You didn't get no pick.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
get to the
You didn't
basket.
get no space. You're fading. You're running to your right, then kind of like fade into your right. White can finish the game here with 2 free throws. Free throws.
Well, you know the script lets him going to miss one. You know how the script go.
What was the line on this game?
Got to plus 3.5, minus 3.5.
Dallas.
Yep.
Wow.
Money line got up to like 130, plus
Really?
130 on Boston. Went down to like 125. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it closed at like plus 125. They're a good parlay money line piece. Boston was.
Where's Luca at? Right. Like that's another thing too. Like, where's your leadership at right now? You could be upset and mad all you want, but where's your leadership right now? You know what I mean? Helping your guys. You're out of the game. Helping your guys. You know what I mean? Like, where are you? Like, you should be clapping them up. But come on. You know what I mean? 1 big 3, something like, you know what I mean? I love these Jaylen Brown highlights. That tell me that's 6.5. I put money on that thing too. I put
That was
money on
beautiful.
that thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We gave that out.
Get that out. Yep.
We get that out. Get that money. Make
Plus
sure y'all
6.5.
always following. That's plus 650. Should have put more on it, but I just put $1 on it. Look at that. Look at the numbers. Shitty in the first half. Jaylen Brown at 24 points, 10 from 18, 2 for 6 from 3, and 3 assists. That's the stat line. He'll be the favorite for MVP by tomorrow. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Definitely will be. 1 game to go. They may drop the line off.
It might.
Because there won't be
Even
no
at
race.
minus, I think tomorrow. What do you think he opens up tomorrow? -1.
No, gotta be close to 2.
Almost minus 200, right? At this
Gotta be
point,
close to 2. Only because you got
1.
1 more game. So is Jason Tatum gonna go off where you gonna get MVP in 1 game? No.
No, not at all.
You got,
Nobody
the game
can get
will
one
have to go.
MVP.
It will have to go
Yeah.
longer. If it's a sweep, it's Brown.
Oh wow. Game. That's game.
Hardaway had his opportunity.
Yeah, where's I'm about to say where's Luca at, man?
That's it.
That's
Let me get
crazy.
that under. Let me get that under. And I got the game under too. I forgot I put that
Yeah,
game under. Yeah, it was a game under 213, 213
they
and a
didn't even
half.
call a foul, bro. He looked right at it. Look, he's pointing. They Vegas tried to play that. You see that? That was crazy.
Oh
He
yeah, he
fouled
didn't
him
want to get the
right
three
in
off.
front of the ref.
Wow, that's
Like
crazy.
that's so blatant, and he gonna let him shoot it to get. You know what I mean? Like you said, Tim Hardaway had his chance to cover that line.
Yep.
Oh man, Vegas is crazy, bro. Vegas is crazy.
No fouls here, Boston.
No, you're gonna foul, so they don't get the three
Boston,
off.
Boston won't foul. They're not gonna foul.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and a
Boston gonna
bonus, they're
foul.
not gonna foul. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they're gonna foul. Get that three. All right, let's start it off, man. We already saw it. There it is. Mavs on the brink of a sweep. Game 3 reactions. Let's talk about it. Does Boston finish it in Dallas, you think? Or does you know what I mean? Or they going to let one get by and then go back home.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if Boston continues to play like this, nobody's beating Boston, and that's not Dallas. I mean, Dallas gave them the best they can give them. You know what I mean? They
Yeah,
fought real hard pretty much this whole game and only was up 2 or 1 point at halftime. Like, this is the
yeah.
best I've seen Dallas play, and they still just can't compete. They just can't compete. When Boston's hitting them threes like that third quarter and open up the lead, it's just very tough to beat. And they
Yeah,
play defense. Collectively, they're playing defense, and it's just tough for Dallas to score enough points. I don't think Dallas scored over 100 points this whole series. Let me just check. Let me just double check. 99 here. Let me just look at the stats real quick of this series. 3
yeah.
games so far. They haven't scored 100 points.
And
That's just defense.
They wasted Kyrie too. Kyrie went off. He had 35. I mean, now it's Kyrie, right? So he can do this again, obviously. But he only, he had 35. And then I'm looking at the one thing I am noticing, what could be a gem for next week is again the under. Listen to the
That's what I've been
starting
tailing.
five.
I've been tailing the under.
Yeah, listen to the starting 5 minutes. Tatum 42, Horford 37, Holiday 42, White 42, Brown 41. Only 3 people from the bench played. They played. Tillman had 11. Um, Halser had 14 and Pritchard had 11. Like the way they're running their starting five is like all game, like just all game they're playing. So if you want a betting line for tomorrow's game, I would definitely take a look at the under here because these guys got to have tired legs at this point.
No, no, they're not gonna have tired legs. That's not the way the game is scheduled. They've been getting 3-day
Oh, they
breaks.
got to actually they got a day.
They played the 6th, they played the 9th, they played the 12th. That's 3 days. And then now they're gonna play the 14th. That's 2 more days. They're not tired. And don't forget, Boston ain't played nobody all playoffs. They got a sweep, they got a
Yeah,
gentleman's sweep.
but you got 3 games with 40 minutes with your starting five. That catches up to you afterward. I mean, look. I mean, think. Look. I mean, they're gonna die and live by the 3. But your 2 stars was that 20, 23 out of 48. But I guess that's pretty good. That's almost 50%.
They're
Think
not
about
gonna
it.
die, bro. They're a good team. They all step up. Drew Holiday
Yeah,
has had a great series. Brown has had a great series. Tatum had a great, like, besides the scoring, he's had a great series on everything else: rebounding, assists,
hmm,
defense. Harford hitting the corner threes, timely buckets. Like, they just play well together basketball. I think that this game 4, they're going to try to win it in Dallas. I don't see them bringing it
yeah,
back to Boston.
yeah. I
Maybe
know.
the NBA might want to jump in and put in there. I'll look at the line and see what the line will be come Friday.
Yeah, I'm looking at the line. Yeah, look. Here's the line right now. Let me share the screen real quick. Hold up.
Jesus, they're favorites in game 4.
Favorites by
Lock it
one.
in. Lock it in. Lock it the money line
And
in
then
right
under
now.
210. I
It
mean,
was
they
230.
haven't. Have they even seen 200 all series?
Nope. Nope.
I
It was
love
two.
the
It was
under.
213.5 today. It was 215.5. I want to say on what was it Sunday. I hit the unders on both of those.
Give
I hit
me
the team
under
totals
all day in
unders.
this game.
Yeah, I would go under 210. I think the
Love
only
them.
thing you might get here with this is that you're going to get some late foul action to the end
Yeah.
because of the fact that it's going to be a closeout game. But I think if Boston goes up pretty hefty like they did, I think it's going to just pretty much take the gas out of Dallas. I think Luka's running on fumes. You know, I'm talking about somebody's being tired. I think he's running on fumes. He's not defending anybody. Everybody's running right past him.
Did
He's
he ever
hurt.
defend anybody though? He ain't never defend
Yeah, but
anybody.
he's like an Olay machine. So it just looks like he ain't got no legs.
Well, they said they giving him a steroid or a painkiller for his chest, whatever is going on with that. I don't even know what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But I love the under. If you guys are betting, folks, not everybody bets who watches the show, but obviously this is a gambling show. Me and Be Humble both definitely agree. Under 210 is the bet here for sure for game 4. I agree with you. If I'm Boston, I'm finishing it.
Gotta
You
finish
know what
it.
I mean? I'm
I mean,
finishing it.
they've been here last year. They can't play with their food right now. They got to win the chip. They
Yeah,
got to win the
like
chip. So
I'm finishing it. Like I like Luka's over in points, and I like Jaylen Brown's over in points because at this point, especially with his performance today, what he had 38 and 7, by far, he's got to be the favorite to win the MVP, and we gave that out on
sure
this
did.
show. I just want to, you know what I mean? We gave that bet out on this show, plus 650 before the series started. I said it was a great bet for Jaylen Brown for plus 650. If you jumped on, congratulations. If not, you're just going to watch us win. That's just what it is.
And hopefully they'll jump on in the future. If you missed it this time, hopefully,
Yeah, for sure. There's
we
always
continue
more
to
opportunities to bet.
for
Always
sure.
more opportunities to bet.
For sure.
Always. But I agree with you. I think they get him out of here. Game 4 and the sweep is on. When's the last time a team been swept in the finals? Spurs,
Shit.
maybe?
I mean, even
Spurs and
the
Cavs?
Sixers got one against the Lakers in 01. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like the Cavs got one with the Spurs too. They might have went up 3-0, but I feel like they got one at least.
It's a good question. I'll look that up while you
Yeah, like when's the last time a team got swept in the finals? That's pretty crazy.
It must be getting Googled a lot because I can't even finish my damn question.
Yeah. All right.
There has been 9 4-0 sweeps in NBA. The last one was 2018. The Celtics took a 2-0 lead against the Mavs.
How about that? No way.
Let me see.
That's gotta be a dark web shit. You telling me that the last time a sweep was Dallas and the Celtics?
No, hold
Is that
on.
what you said?
Let me look at.
You better check that Google.
Yeah. That don't look right. Let me check.
Hey, for everybody watching, I appreciate all the love, all the support. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that follow button, wherever you at. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, wherever you at. Y'all, what? 20
It was Golden State Warriors over Cleveland. Sweet. 2018.
Okay.
Before then, it was 2007 Spurs.
That ain't that bad. That ain't that bad.
Oh yeah, it's Cavs didn't get one in that 07 one.
That ain't bad. And that's got to be.
We know why. We know why Game 4 went bad because that's when Delonte West. You know what I mean? He was over there with Mama James. LeBron said, "I'm out this bitch, man." He took that jersey off. He was like, "I'm out." Yo, that's
he
the
not gonna say he was clapping cheeks.
Yo, them cheeks was clapping down. Yo, go back to that game, bro. You go back and watch that Game 4. I've never seen LeBron stand in the corner of the NBA floor and not be associated with anything going on. That boy was like,
Right.
"I'm cool. I'm cool."
Yeah,
Yo, you gonna do me? You gonna do me like this?
That's funny.
Delonte
Speaking
West.
of LeBron, and you kind of said something about the Sixers and Lakers. Let's go to the next thing. Dan Hurley turns down the Lakers 6 years, $70 million to return back to UConn and chase history, trace greatness, chase legacy, and chase that third NCAA championship. If you're the Lakers, you got to feel deflated, right? Got to feel deflated. You had him in the building and you let him walk out the building. And I think also when you think about this whole dynamic of the Lakers, right? The Lakers aura of being a Lakers coach, what that comes with, being in LA, being the Lakers. But also there's another part of this is dealing with LeBron and his whole deal as well. So I'm not sure what the situation with Dan Hurley was. I heard a little bit of rumors that, his family's more of an East Coast type deal. And that's kind of why he stayed. Obviously, he has everything he needs in UConn, but also, chasing that history. From what I know, they have a top, 2 recruiting class in terms, even though they lost some folks going to the NBA from that championship team, but they're coming right back at the top ranks. I don't know what the odds are on them to win, but hey, I was thinking about a little bit of, a little bit of destiny here. What you think about this one, bro? 2-leg parlay, Chiefs and UConn.
Oh, fuck the Chiefs. Put UConn in. Start with UConn.
Chasing history here.
We'll go. Oh yeah,
Chiefs,
that could be a history.
Right,
okay,
right. The trifecta special.
But what else would you put? Just leave them two? It wouldn't be that much
just them
money.
two. Yeah.
What's the odds?
I don't know. I'm about to see it right now. I didn't even look at it. I just thought about it right here live. But I mean, they both the favorites. That's the thing. Like, it's not like
not gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah, it's not like gonna be like anything crazy. You might see some spam people out there who throw something up with with the 2 picks, and it's like I put $1,000 down and I won like $1 million or something stupid like that. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. I feel like it's not going to be crazy because they're both the favorites. So I'll tell you right now, it's only 70 to 1. Only 70 to 1
for both.
For both. 70 to 1 right now. 750 plus 750 for both to win. So what that means, folks, if you don't know, is that let me share the screen again so you guys can see the bet. Now I feel like I do have a little bit of superstition if I show the bet, like I gotta bet it. But yeah, 750. If you put $100, you win 7,100. So a bet like this for me got to be at least like 5 units. So 500 to win 35 grand. Seems like a good. Seems like a good trade-off.
That ain't bad. That ain't too bad.
You know what I mean? 500 to win 35. You gotta, you wait it through, right?
That ain't too bad.
March Madness. You'll know beforehand, right? Because if the Chiefs win again, it'll be in early February. Then it's cash out city. Right?
That's true.
That cash out, if the Chiefs win 3P and you got UConn left, got 500 on it, 500 to win 35 grand. That cash out's got to be 10 grand. You have
if they make it to the final. Yeah, if they make it to the final. You
have to consider that. You have to consider $500 to win 10 grand is a good deal. It's a good bet. You know what I mean? It's a good bet to cash out. But yeah, man, let me know what you think of what you think here, bro. This was your thoughts on Dan Hurley turned down the Laker head coaching.
Yeah. Can you hear me? My headset's
I got you.
Okay,
I got
you. it goes like this. I just don't think Lakers came with the wow factor. I mean, 70 million 6 years is not going to move the needle. You're talking about a person that's in a perfect scenario, or you can say situation at University of Connecticut. I'm sure his ultimate goal as a coach is to want to play or coach at the NBA at the NBA level. I mean, the Lakers come knocking on your door, and they're only offering 70 million. I mean, he's making what, 8 million now a year, $7 to $8 million
I
a
thought
year
I
now.
thought he doubled it. I thought they doubled his salary with the offer.
No, no,
No,
no, no, no, no, no. Because I think what's happening is I think UConn's going to actually give him an increase. The governor of Massachusetts actually came out and say they're going to work something out for him to be getting, over $10 million a year.
yeah,
So him having that on the back of his mind, knowing that, okay, well, why would I go to coach at LA for the same amount of money? Is like budget neutral. It might be even more expensive because now you got to go to LA. That shit ain't cheap. Taxes, living
true.
expenses. That's going to wipe out at least a cool, chunk of that money. So if you're LA, you got to come with like he got to be able to go back to his squad, his coaching staff, his team, and say, hey guys, this is an opportunity I can't walk away from. And that's
Yeah,
probably a 6-year, $100 million deal that will put him amongst the top, NBA coaches' salaries to date. And I think he's earned that, although he has not coached an NBA game, but his credentials are mighty, mighty fine, and he's a sought after coach. So the opportunity is going to come again and come knocking. They always say, don't always jump at the first deal. Um, and I think the Lakers didn't come with a wow opportunity or a wow um, contract, or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but a contract that they were looking to get with him. And so I think he said no, and that's why. I think it's just the money wasn't there, wasn't big enough.
yeah. I agree with you here. I think that they let him walk out the door, and that was the problem.
Hmm.
That was the problem. They let him walk out the door. They shouldn't have let him. They shouldn't have let him walk out the door. They should have said, "What do you want? What can we do to get there?" Um, and they just couldn't do it because I think I've read something that LeBron was kind of really excited about the opportunity for him to be able to coach the Lakers because with Bronny, the quote unquote whole Bronny thing, maybe even coming to the Lakers, then he felt comfortable with Hurley being that coach and how helping to develop Brownie moving forward. And I think he even called him a genius on his podcast with him and JJ Redick. So I think it was a missed opportunity for the Lakers. We'll see where they go from here. And Dan
Yeah,
Hurley
I
will,
agree. I
will be
think you
back
also,
in UConn.
yeah, I think you have another opportunity. I don't know who's going to be available next year for him. If he gets that three-peat, I mean, that's a big accomplishment. That puts him up with some of the best coaches ever in college and probably basketball history if he's able to three-peat. Um, I mean, it's a lot of motivation to stay at UConn. So salute to him and his opportunities. I think he's a great coach, and I'm looking forward to UConn and see what they're going to do next year, man.
The homie Don just came in. Shout out
My
to
God,
Jerry West. The logo passed away today. 86, if I'm not mistaken, 83, 86. I feel
86, yep.
86. Somebody said Jerry West couldn't look at Boston. he was like, I'm out of here, huh? That's funny. It is funny too because when you watch the Showtime Lakers on HBO special, you get a sense of who Jerry West was a little bit back in those
Well,
times.
he said that's not him. He was very upset about that show. They said he didn't portray him the right way, but
They
I
say
I get
that,
it.
but I don't know. I don't
That's true.
know. I
That's
don't
true.
know.
He seemed
You
like a
know,
nice guy to me
he
when
seemed
I
like a
was.
nice
He seemed
guy
like a
on the
nice
show.
guy.
He seemed like an asshole.
Hmm.
So I think that's why that portrayed, but not even that. It's something that his kids or his grandkids or somebody else could watch as well. He don't want that to come out of what he kind of was back in the day. But these cats got egos. These cats got, and not even that he was he knows he's the logo. So you can't tell me he don't got a big ego like anybody else. And not even that he was that guy. Like don't
He
let
was
don't
that
lose
guy.
sleep.
He was that guy.
Jerry West was a problem. You
So the
know,
story has it is that with Stephen A. Smith, he had a conversation with Stephen A. Smith, and he had said something because Stephen A. was questioning that Michael Jordan should be the logo, and he said that Wes had a conversation with Wes, and Wes was like agreeing with him, like, yeah, he's that guy, he should be the logo. So
yeah,
I don't know how
they should have did it when Kobe passed away. That's when if they were going to switch it, they should have switched it with
you can't
Kobe.
switch it now.
You can't switch it now. But when the whole Kobe thing and craziness with Kobe passing, when that kind of came up, they should have switched it with Kobe at that point. To obviously leave his mark on the game and what he meant to the game, because a lot of these cats, especially these younger cats, grew up not seeing Mike and seeing Kobe and thinking and knowing Mike and then knowing Kobe as the guy. Like even Iverson, I think, and Bron and the Wade, the way they talk about Kobe Bryant, and when they say that the conversation of the greatest of all time and Kobe's not in it, they just can't understand the conversation of how he's not in it because they got to play with him. So definitely agree with here. Let's stay with the basketball thing. And I think we're on both opposite sides of this. And I love this conversation that we're on opposite sides of this.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, man.
Talk about it.
Caitlin Clarke, USA Olympic snub, Paris 2024. Absolutely, she should got a snub. There's no way she should have been on this motherfucker. Who's she going over, bro? Who is she? Who? Why is she on the team? Why would she be on the team? To sell some jerseys?
Is why not? That's the question. Is
What do
why
you mean,
not?
why not? Because she don't deserve it. That's why not. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't deserve it. And 4 years from now, yes, she deserves it. In 4 years now, the WNBA is going to be maybe the talk of the town. Let her build herself up. Let the stars start to get brighter. But right now, come on, man. That would have been a problem if she got on there.
Nope.
She would only be on there to sell jerseys. The WNBA is not ready to explode like that from Olympics. We see how the different commentary, we see how right now the different things that people are saying, like, the attention that the WNBA is getting right now, we see how different players are reacting to that. They don't know what to do with this much attention. You wanted it, but now you got the camera in your face. You got them asking you questions. You got paparazzi following you around. Angel Reese is on, Lotto and Sexy Red videos and all this and other stuff. You got the attention you wanted, but now you're acting like you don't even want it because it's too much. And now we're gonna put Caitlin Clarke in USA Olympics,
Yes.
Paris,
Yes.
and we're
Nate.
gonna do it on a worldwide. They not ready
Yes.
for global yet.
Nate.
They
Nate.
not ready yet. They not ready, bro.
Let's be real here. The U.S. women's team is going on their 8th gold, right?
Okay.
Their 8th gold. The
Yeah.
Summer Olympics is only 4 years apart. That's over what? 20,
Let me ask you this: did you
how
Google
many
that
years
today?
ago?
Did you know that? Or did you Google that today?
What you mean?
Did you know that the women's U.S. basketball team was going for their 8th gold
No, not until it was being spoke about.
today? Like, did you find that out today?
Oh no, not today. It was spoke about once the announcement came out. They were discussing about the USA
Okay.
team and what their
Okay.
their approach
Because I don't
was. Like
think
a lot
that's
of,
common knowledge.
oh no, but this is real. It's real stuff. So
Okay.
So they have 7 straight gold medals. All right. For those that don't know, the USA Olympic team has been dominating the
That's
USA
21.
Olympic
That's 21
for
years
a
too.
long time. That's a long time. Okay.
Yeah.
Majority of those women are coming from the WNBA
Because I didn't know that.
over all those years.
Okay.
Up until maybe a year or two right after COVID, had we finally started seeing and watching and looking at the WNBA. So with all those 7 gold medals, we were looking at a failing league. Okay? No matter how many gold medals they received, the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth, the fifth, none of that, the 6th and the 7th, none of those gold medals transitioned to people wanting to watch their product in the WNBA. Okay? So now you have this polarized individual. Her name is Caitlin Clarke that has taken basketball, not just women's basketball, but really basketball as a whole by storm over the last 2 years. The anticipation of what she's going to be and what she's going to do and how she does it, how she plays has been nothing but box office because we see that in everything that she's been attached to. Her name
Mm.
equals finance, money. She's now double to triple the viewing audience for the WNBA. Let's look at it this way. Not the last game, but over the weekend, Indiana Fever played the Washington Mystics. Okay. Washington Mystics was an 0-10 team, I believe, at the time. Indiana Fever was a 1-9 team. Two very, very bad teams. They had to move their arena to a bigger arena so that everybody that bought and purchased tickets could see the Indiana Fever. And guess who? Caitlin Clarke. Okay. She's box office. So if you're trying to expand your sport, which you've been asking for and begging for, it was just not that long ago. Kyrie Irving was donating $1 million to pay for salaries for the WNBA. That was just a couple years ago during COVID, just a couple years ago. Now you're getting the opportunity. You have the opportunity where you can get as much funding, sponsorships, because you have one individual that's moving the needle. And it doesn't happen often.
With that comment, though.
It's one person. I'm telling you. Caitlin Clarke has the 4th rated jersey in basketball, not women's sports. That's including the NBA. She has the number 4 selling jersey in basketball. Can you imagine if you had a Caitlin jersey of USA basketball on it? Who is not going to buy that jersey? Can you imagine when you go across the seas to France? I think they're in Paris, France, and you have these other people that are hearing about Caitlin and can now finally see her on a national stage or feel her or possibly be able to meet her, get an autograph, even if you put her on a PR situation for the USA team. Yes, does she deserve it as far as her basketball skill right now in the WNBA? No, she does not. I don't agree. Although her stats are just as even as Diana Taurasi. They're just mirrored image of stats. But Diana Taurasi is a legend. She's a GOAT. She's deserved it. She's earned it. She's a vet. I understand why she's there. But if I'm the WNBA or I'm the USA, I am making or I'm allowing or I'm adding Caitlin Clarke onto this roster so you can get as much exposure to your sport of people that are the new eyes that are now financing your sport, going to your games, tuning in every weekend, buying tickets to the games. That's your market. That's why she should be on the USA team. She's the biggest star in sports right now.
They're not ready, bro.
Who's not? The only problem is that the team
they haven't figured it out locally yet, and you want to go global?
Yes.
You know what I mean? We haven't turmoil local.
I think it's a big missed opportunity for that to happen. And everybody does it. Christian Laettner did it when he for the '94 USA Olympic team.
And what did Christian Laettner do?
Nothing. But he was there. Do you think that helped? Did he think that helped or hurt?
So hold on. You think Caitlin Clarke is going to sit on the bench?
She's going to be where she's at.
But I'm just saying, like, do you think Caitlin Clarke can literally, like, if you put Caitlin Clarke on the Team USA team for the Paris Olympics 2024,
correct,
you think that she's going to sit on the bench like Laettner? No way.
Yes, I think that she will get in during times that she can get in, and most likely during a game that's out of hand, which is going to be plenty of them. It's going to be 30-point game, 20-point game. Yeah, she's going to play. There's going to be blowouts. There's no competition for the USA team in the Olympics. We've shown that for the last 7 Olympics. There's plenty of room for Caitlin to play. Let's stop the bullshit. People keep saying, "Oh, she's not ready. She hasn't played." Get the fuck out of here. Y'all dominate the Olympics. USA team dominates the Olympics. Her being the 12th person, the 10th person ain't gonna make a difference because she's gonna get time because they're all gonna get time. It's not competitive. So she's gonna get in. It doesn't matter.
I don't watch women's Olympics basketball, so I don't know. Is it like 92? It's like 92.
They dominate.
Shit?
Yeah, they dominate. 20 points, 10 points, 8 points. Like, look, we can look at the set. I think they won last one of the games over the.
Shit, 92, them jokers was winning by like 50.
It's going to be the same way. I mean, basketball sports. I think the biggest issue with Olympic sports for women is that they play within the season, right? So they got to take a break within their season. Majority of the USA Olympic teams are American, right? Like, so WNBA is a more of an American sport. So it is not
Yeah,
like the NBA where you have the opportunity for some of the players that aren't the top of the NBA are going to make the Olympic team because a lot of them are international players, right? Like Luca
right.
or Joker. They're not going to be on a USA team, but they're a top of our NBA. Well, the WNBA is tough because it's so top heavy because they're all American, right? Um, but for me, I think it's a missed opportunity for the USA team. I think it's the biggest marketing opportunity they had to market the sport of women's basketball. And I just think that they get gold. That's just another opportunity to raise and advertise and get money into their sport. But hey, they want to, like you said, they're not ready. They're not
Yeah, I
ready.
don't think they're ready. I
And
think that's the problem. They're not ready. Their infrastructure's not ready. They are having trouble, or not even. Let me take that back. I don't think they're having trouble. They're having trouble figuring it out, because there's been backlash internally. Now,
because
would
they
it
won't
get back?
embrace her. That's the problem. I mean, that's just my opinion. I listen to the ladies on the TV. I'm not saying they're hating on her. I'm not saying that. I don't think they're hating on her. I think between the lines, I said it last week. I think it's competition. It is what it is. You're not going to do your shit on me. I get it. Fine. But as outside the lines, when it comes down to marketing the sport, y'all need to embrace that young lady because she's moving the needle. So if I'm at an interview, hey, listen, man, Caitlin got a great future, blah, blah, blah. Like, market her because she is fine. She is funding you. You don't want to make $250,000 a year? Well, Caitlin's the way. Bottom line.
Yeah, I don't disagree that she's not the way, but I just think it's timing's off.
Every business does it. The NBA had to do it, like you said, with Magic and Bird. Same shit. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Every business, every successful sport had to do these types or had these opportunities at one point to either that this is the moment that we're going to pivot and figure out how we can maximize the opportunity. When the shit is hot, you got to jump on it because it may
Yeah.
not be the same way 4 years from now. We don't know what's going to happen for you. You talking about 4 years, bro? I mean, hopefully Caitlin's going to be still doing what she's doing here in 4 years.
Oh yeah, for sure. She'll be around.
Yeah, we hope, but that's the mindset we think. We don't know. It could be an injury that happened. It could be anything. God willing, none of that happens to her. But you never
Yeah.
know that you have a golden goose right now. Let her shine and build it because you don't know when that shit gonna get cut off or if it's a position gonna cut off. She can ride it to the wheels fall off. God bless her. But right now, you don't know that. It's like us talking about Boston. Can Boston sit there and say, "Hey, we want to win this in Boston. We want to win it in Boston, so we're not going to win this next game."
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? It's the same thing. The iron's hot right now. We gotta eat our food while it's hot.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about wait 4 years. Well, even with Caitlyn, the shit may not be as hype as it is right now about Caitlin Clark because she
Well, I
might
think
just
she'll be a big.
she
I
might just
think
be
she'll be a bigger star in 4 years. That's why I said that.
maybe,
You
or
know
these
what I
girls
mean?
may lock her down. She may not be. She
Stay
may
on.
not be able to
No, she gonna be.
flourish.
She dropped a couple 30 points games already. She'll be all right.
Well, she had one. But she averaged 16.
Yeah, she'll be all right. All right. Next conversation,
She'll fuck around,
switching
go to the big
sports.
three. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna say, "Fuck this WNBA. They don't love me." AQ, what's up
Man, she left a lot of money on the table. You know,
for this
but
bullshit? You
but
feel me?
but
For
then
this, for her to go through this bullshit.
I don't know if she did or she didn't because I think the star's still getting brighter. So we'll see how it all plays out in the end run. Mr. Rogers thought that it was a good idea to go on vacation out of the country and skip mini camp. There is nothing to talk about in football at this moment.
Pretty
You know,
much.
my guy Ernie B over in Bird's Eye View. We had a nice, good conversation. Make sure you guys go check out the new shows for Bird's Eye View if you like football and GM talk. But with Roger skipping minicamp, mandatory minicamp, and I forget his name. Who's the head coach of the Jets? How you say his name?
Oh God, Salah.
Is it Salah?
Mhm.
I think that's how you say it.
Yep.
What's his first name?
You got me thinking about
I'm about to. I'll look it up. Robert. That's what it's. Robert Salah.
Robert Salah. Yep.
You think this is good or bad, bro? Like, how do you feel about, you
I
know,
mean, Jesus. Do I think it's good or bad? I don't think it's good. I mean, I don't know if that's the right thing to say. I don't. I mean, can he do that? Yeah, it's Aaron Rodgers. Um,
well, let me
but
stop you right
I
there.
think
Let
he's
me ask you a question.
terrible. But
Let me ask you a question. I'll ask everybody else and comment below if you like. Is Aaron Rodgers overhyped? Like, how good really is Aaron Rodgers?
he's really good.
Is he really good? Is he a
He's.
top 4 quarterback in the NFL right now?
I mean, I don't. He's coming off an injury. I don't know what he's going to be like. If you're saying the Aaron Rodgers that was coming out of MVP season over the past 3 years, yeah, yeah, he would be. I don't know about right now. He has an injury that's coming off. I don't know how he's going to be. Um, so I don't know if
When's
that
the
even
last time
matters.
Aaron Rodgers won a Super Bowl? What year
It's
was that?
a long time. Was that 2011 maybe? It's a
How
long
many
time.
Super Bowls he got again?
One.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he's
I don't know.
underachieved for sure.
I don't know. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a great word to describe him. As greatness as surrounds him, and the greatness is kind of connected to his name. He might be the greatest quarterback who's underachieved that I feel like I even know,
Could
because
be true.
we talk about him like he's the best quarterback in the last like 30 or 40 years, but he's got one Super Bowl. I don't know what his playoff record is off the top of my head, but and he's got a couple MVPs. Like, I'm trying to find somebody who like he reminds me of, like, all this greatness around him, but is he really that good? Because at the end of the day, you really didn't win. Like, you're talented from your arm talent. I'm not discrediting that, but
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I don't care how talented you are on the field. If you don't win the rings that match the talent, don't really mean much to me, at least to me. So, my bad, but I just wanted to ask that question. But you saying this obviously is not a good
It's
a
not.
good
I mean, it's
deal.
not a good thing. You got mandatory mini camp. Everybody is supposed to be in attendance at mini camp. That's what it is. Now, was he at involuntary camps all through the season? He has been there. So, okay. But it sounds like he didn't talk to management. It sounds like he didn't talk to the head coach that he wasn't going to be at mandatory mini camp. So you got to think that in these opportunities, coaches are setting up things for you for this short period of time before the summer breaks and we get to business for minicamp, right? So when you don't show up, and it looks like the coach Salah did not know he wasn't going to show up because he said he didn't talk to him. Like, what are we doing here? It's just about communication, so you
Why?
can have.
I think he knew, because I think
Well,
that was the
that's not
last.
what he said. That's not what he said on a. He said he didn't talk to him.
Last thing I saw on, well, I think it was today. Was it today or was it? Yeah, it was today. I think they asked him, and he just said that, he knew or was aware what Rogers was doing at this certain time. Everybody in the building was aware. Nothing was out of the norm, and I think he got real kind of frustrated because the question kept getting asked about Rogers and him missing. So, yeah, I just looked it up. Salah said on Wednesday that he didn't talk to Rogers in the previous 24 hours. But Aaron and I are on the exact same page. I think that he was aware of Rogers' plan. There's no issue between Aaron or his teammates for that matter.
But why? That's bullshit. Because how do you not be ahead of that?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? If you know Aaron Rodgers is not going to be at minicamp, how do you not address that early on? Why is that not the conversation? Hey, Aaron Rodgers unfortunately will not be at minicamp. He had a prior engagement. We knew this ahead of time. This is already scheduled. Like, okay, cool. There's no issue. That's not how the interviews went when they were asking the questions. Hey, why isn't Aaron Rodgers here? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you get ahead of those things. So for Aaron Rodgers not to be there, to be on whatever he's doing, I hope he's okay. He might be in a box in a dark hole like he's done in the past, doing his thing. And if that's the case,
That's the
may-
rumor.
maybe he don't want people to know his business. Understand that, but you be ahead of these type of situations because now, guess what? Everybody's talking about it. It's bad media, right? It makes it look like Aaron doesn't care. The Jets ain't win it. I wasn't alive. I don't even think I was alive when the Jets won the championship, right? I don't. It's a long
What,
time.
name it?
Yeah, I don't think I was alive. What year was that?
Who fucking knows?
Right. So you talking about a team that's starving for a championship,
Mhm.
and you have a team right now that's on paper set up to make a run. Defensively, they're elite, great players on all levels. Offensively, you hope that you have your big piece at the quarterback position, which is Aaron Rodgers, because you have receivers and running backs and the O line that you hope that you added more pieces to the O line that you can kind of make a run. So for Aaron not to be there,
One year, one year or two, right? Like they just like left and
yeah,
right tackle are new to the Jets,
bro,
and
all
Rodgers is not there.
all their chips are on Rodgers. Like they now are all in, and they're only going to move as Rodgers moves. And for him not to show up, is it a big deal? No, just a story in football, but you know, not a good look, I guess I can say.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Jets, and then in my head, it's just like they I feel like they're acting like they got this shit in the bag. You know what I mean? Like it's we're good. You know what I mean? And
I mean, what else can they say? What can they say?
it just don't go like that because it just ain't never been good. It's been a long time. Like we talking about Mark Sanchez rookie year
The last time they
going
won a
to the
playoff game.
playoffs. The Jets
Yeah.
have been good. You know, I'm tempted to look at their team total and take the under. They're 9.5. I'm not sure they win 9.5 games, 10 games.
Yeah,
The way
man.
this shit is going.
They had plenty of opportunity to get away from this. Remember, I think even during the involuntary mini camp, he had like tweaked. Remember, he like tweaked the little calf a little bit that he was like
Yeah.
sideline for. Like you could have said a bunch of things. Hey, listen, he's working on strengthening his calf. We don't want to expose him during the mini camp, and you could say a bunch of stuff. Just don't not just show up to mini camp without no and wait for the question at the mic and say, hey, where's Aaron? Like what?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
I'm confused about Rodgers. I mean, at first I was really a big fan of Rodgers, but now the older he gets, the more
Entitled.
entitled, great word again, entitlement that he shows that like and when you look at the numbers, when you look at his body of work, it's just like you ain't that good, bro. I mean, like you're good,
He is good. Yeah, I get. I
but
what
like
you're saying.
you're not in the conversation of the elites that some people put you in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think I put him in the Stafford conversation. I think Stafford is more talented. I don't put him obviously, and we got Brady, and I think Mahomes has passed him already. Obviously,
Right past him.
right
Pew.
past him. So like, but he feels like it's just the way he carries himself, and I get the confidence as a quarterback that he belongs in that conversation. But honestly, bro, you don't.
Yeah,
Win
not
something.
as an all-time great. I think he's an all-time great talent. I thought
Win something.
he's done things. He just hasn't won enough for his talent. It just doesn't equate. His talent to what he's won is like it's not right. Something's not right. Now I know it takes a team to win, but at the end of the day, when you have a talent like Aaron Rodgers, you think he would have done more, and hopefully he does with his Jets. But because, like I said, I like Rodgers. I think he's a great player, but his attitude, his arrogance in ways kind of shows a little bit different. I think I'm sure he's probably a good teammate, but you know,
Yeah, I mean he's up there in the conversation. Hold on, I gotta sneeze real quick. I don't know what that is, but I'm looking at the most passing yards ever in the NFL.
bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Roethlisberger, Rivers, Ryan, Marino, and Rodgers, and then Manning, and then Stafford, Elway, Moon, uh, Tart. Well, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Tarkenton, Palmer, Testaverde, Bledsoe, Flacco, Russell Wilson, and Fultz. So he's in the top 10 of passing yards ever. Let me see where he's with passing touchdowns. Top 5 in passing touchdowns ever. So I guess he got a leg to stand on.
Yeah, we said he's talented. I mean, just how many chips he got?
1.
Now look at that. How many chips? How many championships and what quarterbacks and championships?
Super Bowl winners.
Super Bowl winning quarterbacks.
Yeah, they just give me Super Bowl winners. We obviously know who's at the top of the list there.
Mm-hmm.
Who would be second? Who's behind Brady?
It would be Mahomes right now. He has what, 4?
Is it 4 or 3?
Is it 3 or 4?
I think it's 3.
He's going for a 3-peat. That's 2 plus 1.
Well, he had 2, but I thought he had 1 before that.
He did. He has 2 plus. It's just so it's 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Yeah, who would that be? I guess it would be what?
Troy
Aikman. Troy Aikman.
I think Aikman's got 3.
Yeah, Aikman got 3. I should know this. I feel like I should know this.
Bradshaw's got 4.
Oh, Bradshaw and the Steeler gang. Yeah.
Montana's got 4.
And Mahomes got 3.
Mahomes has 3. Yes. Mahomes has 3. He's won 3 of the last 5. Nicky Six got 1.
He got and Nick got the same as Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I mean, got put Nick in there, man. Fuck what you heard. Damn, man. Tom Brady had a Super Bowl ring in 2021, bro. Like, yo, Tom Brady won 20 years ago. That's fucking nuts. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 2001, right?
Yeah, it was his first one. That was his first one.
Over 20 years ago. Shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. All right, we do a little segment here at the end. Get busy. Got to get something going on with. Got to get some John Witherspoon, some pops. We got a quick one. Segment here with the only 2 little quick hitters here. First one is going to be CMC gets the NFL cover of Madden. Gets a little extension kind of under, I don't know if it's under the radar. I didn't look at the numbers. Obviously, he still is going to continue to be the highest paid running back in the league. I don't think. I mean, even with all the, I'll get the cover of that up real quick. Even with all the other running backs and people getting paid and things like that, I mean, I still don't think that, I still think CMC was still the highest paid running back. It didn't really change. I mean, I'm trying to think of running backs who moved different teams. Even Henry from Josh Jacobs still didn't change anything really in terms of running back. There's a little quick, from Reddick. Zoom in a little bit.
Salute. Well deserved, man. I think CMC is one of the best out there, man. As a football player, I know his position is running back, but he's a great football player. Puts his helmet on, goes to work every time he's on that field. He works hard. He gives you his all, and he's a winner. I like to see him win because it's like football, and I like greatness, and I think he's one of the greats. It's just, I think it's a big salute to him being on the Madden cover. It's been a long time since a running back graced the Madden cover. I think
who was before
Hillis,
him?
right? Peyton Hillis, remember from the Browns?
Nah, it had to be after Peyton.
No, that's Peyton Hillis. It's like
think about Gurley.
No,
AP was after Hillis, right? AP.
Oh, maybe it was AP. Yeah, AP.
Yeah, AP. And I think Barry was on probably like some legend John.
Oh, hold on. Let me look this up. No, I think I'm right. Hold on. Let me look this up.
I mean, you talking about Paris Hilton, bro. Like,
hold on. Here we go. So we had Madden on the cover for the first 5 years. right? Then we start putting players in. Eddie George was the first running back in 2001.
Wow.
Dante
That's
Culpepper 02, Marshall Falk in 03, Michael Vick in 04. That was a great game. That Michael Vick game was crazy. Ray Lewis was 05. McNabb was 06. Sean Alexander was 2007. Vince Young 2008. Brett Favre 2009. Larry Fitzgerald and Troy Polamalu 2010. Drew Brees 2011. Peyton Hillis 2012. Calvin Johnson 2013. Okay, Barry Sanders graced the Madden 25 game in 2014. And that was it.
yeah.
That was it. Barry Sanders. It was Barry Sanders in a Madden 25 game in 2014. And then Peyton Hillis. There's no running back since.
Right.
So salute to CMC, man. Well deserved contract. Hopefully that continues to move the needle for other running backs to get paid as they deserve. I think the running back um, position is terribly underserviced and underpaid. So I'm happy to see a running back at his stature to get the money he deserves. What's it, about 19 million a year?
Yeah. And it'll be
Salute to
nice.
them. Salute to them. I mean, imagine
Didn't
that. You got 100.
didn't reset anything, but yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. Next segment is, I guess I should be ready for this, right? Harper, Bryce Harper. I think the Phillies did lose today,
We
but Bryce
did.
Harper, um, looking to talk about Major League Baseball and the Olympics. I think baseball has always been a global sport. They do have, believe, was it like the world
Yeah.
something of baseball
hmm
that they typically do. But I agree with Harper here in terms of baseball getting into the game and getting into during that time period where there's an off period from the All-Star break and like the World. It's not the World Series, but I forget what they call it.
The World Baseball Cup, right? Something like that.
Yeah, the World Baseball Cup, where they do something towards the kind of Olympics.
hmm
I think the league might take what he's saying. Obviously, you see other sports going global. They were just in London not too long ago. Had a great showing. A lot of Phillies fans in London, bro. A lot of red in London. So you can see that there is something there for London in terms of, or at least from overseas and European countries for baseball. There's nothing, new or anything like that. Um,
So what is his argument saying that he thinks that MLB players should have the opportunity to play for the USA team? Is that what he's saying?
I think his argument is saying that they should have an opportunity to go against and compete at the Olympics. Is what his
Right.
argument is, just like any other sport.
hmm But because
You
they're
know,
probably in season, it's tough to kind of probably
but I
manufacture that.
think, but they when they do the world thing and they do the All Star season, All Star break, he's saying that it could run around those times. Is what he's saying.
What do you mean? It doesn't. The Olympics run around when the Olympics going to play. Like you have to adjust your baseball season
Well, there's Winter and
to.
Summer Olympics, right?
Yeah. Are you going to play baseball in the winter? What are you talking about?
Well, no, but that's here. Like, what's the
I mean, Winter Olympics are at winter locations majority of the time.
right.
Um, so you're not going to be able to play baseball unless they have a dome. And I don't think winter is not a baseball sport. And I think the USA team plays in the Summer Olympics, right? So there is a USA baseball team. There's baseball in the Olympics. Um, so I think ultimately is they would have to adjust their calendar every 4 years when the Olympics come in town. I don't know if they're going to have a 2 week or 3 week break. Maybe they can do that, shorten the season maybe on Olympic years. I don't know. I mean, but what's more important,
But,
your
I mean,
season or playing?
remember it was the World Baseball Classic.
Mhm.
Who was it? You remember Otani hit the game winner against his team. One was against the pitcher for the like he went against his pitcher last year, and Japan won it last year. So
Mhm.
he's Harper's just really just saying taking that model and just opening that model up and making it per Olympics instead of, because the World Baseball Classic is like it's not local because it goes to different countries, but it's not like you're not playing for a gold medal. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's dream of playing for the Olympics and, walking, with the flame and things like that and being that in that arena, it's not the same. But I think it's now. Like, I think the I would have to look back, but they might be able to push it back. I'm pretty sure he said there was a dead period where they're off for like 2 or 3 weeks where it's possible instead of doing the World Baseball Classic to do the Olympics. So
Right. So you would
remember
say
because
that
they do it now.
right. So the World Basic Classic happens in 2020. It says May 2024. I'm looking at it now. When is the next World Baseball Classic? 2026 will be in Miami, group stages.
In
In
March.
Yeah, around that time. But that's what I'm saying. That's not within mid-season. So the Olympics happen is coming up in the next month. That's middle of your
Right.
season. You're not going to The Olympics is not going to adjust for you. So somehow you will have to have a break in the middle of your season. If you're willing to do that, then cool. That break is going to be longer than just a week though. It's the
Yeah.
Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So can the MLB work on that? Are they willing to start their season earlier maybe that year of the
Right.
Olympics? Is only every 4 years. So maybe they start a little bit earlier. They have that 3-week break or 4-week break. I don't know. I mean, Olympics last. I don't know how long the baseball segment of the Olympics lasts, but they will have to try to figure that out. But I understand his complaint. I agree with him. You want to see the best of your athletes to play at the biggest level in world sports. I would love to see a Bryce Harper in a USA uniform playing against other teams. The question
Yeah.
is how you navigate that logistically with the sport that you play, because Olympics is not moving.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Baseball can't move the Olympics. Olympics will move the baseball
Right.
schedule. Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree. All right. I had a great show today. We had a great folks jumping on, dropping some comments. Obviously, starting off with Game 3, Mavs on the verge of
Sweet.
sweep, get the brooms out. I do think that the sweep is in definitely full effect. I would bet Boston. The line has already shifted where when we talked about Boston was favorite, but now I believe the Mavs are favorite to win that game, still by a pick, but love the under. The under went up at 211. So again, love the number now, still at the under for that game. Like I said, we'd have to check, but 3 games, I don't think they've scored over 200 points total
Mhm.
between the two. Um, I just, you know, Boston's defense, and they wasted a 35-point game from Kyrie, and I just don't see it happening. It's just a bad matchup. I thought it was going to be a fun game to watch, but just a bad matchup. And yeah, looking at it, they haven't scored over 200 points between one game they scored over 200 points, but outside of that, they haven't scored over 200. Well, I'm sorry, let me take that back. The last 2 games they scored over 200 points, but they haven't got close to 211. So I don't know why that number is so high for 211. This series has been pretty standard moving forward. And really, it's either Kyrie and Luka is going to be on next game. They're going to be throwing up a ton of shots. and they're not, or they're just not going to be. And I believe Boston takes it home in the next game. So we will see. Next game is not tomorrow, but was that Friday,
Mm-hmm.
the 14th. So we will see if we have one more game to talk about going back to Boston. Um, you know, I'm not sure about that. I think they finish it off. But for myself, this is Moss Money on the late night, 12 o'clock, almost midnight. That's Be Humble over there. This is Game of Life. This is Money Pot. Appreciate everybody for jumping on. We will see you guys next week for some more gambling conversation, more gambling bets, and more sports content telling you what's going on. We will see you guys later on.